Hello, everyone. Welcome to Light Language Messenger. And for those of you watching on the Great Awakening Generator, you're very welcome here too. Well, thank you everyone for subscribing. There are new subscribers, and thank you to everyone that continues to subscribe to both channels. We appreciate you and you're very welcome. And we hope that you'll continue with our family of subscribers, and whatever we put out here, that it will continue to resonate with you. Right. So I hope all is well in your world. I've got an incense stick burning on that side, and it's starting to catch in my throat. And it's supposed to be, well, environmentally friendly. We'll see. Yes, thank you for, as I was saying, thank you for watching, but also I hope you're doing really well. And yeah, that you're navigating life as best as you can with whatever it is that's going on in your world and whatever the tools are that you have to navigate life. And I hope you'll find a lot more to be able to do that. Now, today's light language message is a different one from what I thought. I've got to tell you, I'm looking at the cards. There aren't any dragons in it. But the dragons will be back, and they are going to be back in the next couple, the next day or two, right? Now, the cards really come from the African Goddess Rising Oracle card deck by Abiola Abrams. And I hadn't gone into I haven't used them in a while, these cards. And I just kind of thought, for whatever reason, I walked past the desk the other day and they sit on the desk there. And I just thought, oh, I feel like I need to pull the African Goddess Rising cards. I need to look in into those cards. And then I just moved on because something else was happening. But in the last few days, been going through the motions of, again, reevaluating life and how am I going to do with the next steps? What are the next steps? I have my ideas of what the next steps are, but should I be doing it? And I kind of lost it a little bit in terms of determination in the last couple of weeks. Oh, since the new moon, I kind of felt weird and it changed, right? I felt, oh no, I don't know if I'm on the right track. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that thing I want to do and all of that. I probably said that in one of the other videos, and if I did, I apologize. But I just sometimes, I don't remember what I've done. Like in previous videos, I just go with the flow as we are. Right, and so a couple of nights ago, I was very restless and I couldn't sleep. It's been very hot because we're in summer, and of course, Auckland in February can be very, very hot. And apart from that, I feel that the energies are quite volatile at the moment, and we're getting so much light, and these are the things that are keeping us, some of us awake rather than sleeping when we should. Like I was up this morning still at 2:30 a.m. I was up, I wasn't sleeping. And then the next time I fell asleep, and the next time I woke up was about 7 o'clock. So that's not a lot of sleep, but it's still good enough time, right? Right, 4 or 5 hours. I'm going to show you the cards, and they are cards because I shuffled the cards that night. I was telling you about a couple of nights ago when I couldn't sleep. Sorry about that. I shuffled the cards. I thought, oh, the goddesses want to speak. And then these 3 cards fell out. Now, I thought, all right, we'll just look at the 3. And it just gave me precise messages for thought patterns I was having at the time. Thoughts I was having, words I was telling my mind, the voice in my mind was saying. And it just kind of put me in my place, so to speak of. And I'm hoping today with this light language that we do, that we're going to look at the cards. I'll read the message. I will do some light language. And what we want to invoke is what the goddesses are bringing forward for us. There's 3 of them. I'm just going to go here and put them up for us. So I hope you can see them. And I probably should have edited the cards so that you get a full view of it. That's just the bottom of the drum, by the way. All right, I'm just going to increase it a little bit so you can see them. So here they are. They come out in this order: 42, 13, 41. Now, Let's do this. I'm going to try something today I haven't done before. I'm going to do a sound bowl. I'm just going to do a singing bowl or a sound bowl, whatever you call this, right? Well, whichever one you prefer. And so here we are. Okay, so 3 times I've done that. I'm not sure what the rules are about how many times you do it, but I just thought today, as I was walking past the bookshelf, it called out to me and I thought I would do it. So I will learn more about that and we will do it better. If that's not how we were supposed to do it, I apologize. But I just thought, well, I've seen other people do it and I just felt today we needed to bring the singing bowl into the room. Okay, right, here's our cards. The first one is Ayizan. Ayizan. Yeah, Ayizan. And it's miracles. It's the number 42, which comes to a 6 in numerology. So there you go, numerology. And then we've got Oya, which is the number 13 card, which is a 4. And Oya, we've got storms there. And then we've got 41, which is Celeste, which is, let me say a name. I don't know if you can actually see it come up there because it's written in gold. It's INkosazana celestial alignment. So here were the African goddesses or the queens or the, the high priestesses that wanted to speak. And these were the 3 that came out. Now, I was feeling quite doubtful when the African goddess oracle card deck was calling to me, because I was like, oh, am I on the right track? What am I doing? And so on. And I'm feeling a little bit dissatisfied because, many people, many light workers, star seeds that have come into the knowledge of who they are and have gone forward to live life based on the soul's purpose and life's purpose, and listen to the intuition, the voice within. Some of us are finding that we're not quite there yet in terms of how we're living that life that aligns with the physical aligning with the abundance level, or the physical aligning with the material level. Now, and this is not to say I want to be material, but of course we live in a material world, so we need material stuff to live, right? Someone said it to me, someone very close to me said it to me. We have been doing this ascension into the 5th dimension, and for whatever reason, we've done all the work we've been doing, but when it comes to financial abundance, when it comes to financial abundance in particular, it's still hanging back in the 3rd dimension. Our 5th dimensional self, or the 3rd dimension, our 5th dimensional self needs to catch up with the financial abundance side of things, in terms of, okay, so we've been obedient to the voice within and we have followed through and done everything, and now we need to manifest, or we'd like to see the manifestation of our dreams and manifestations of our abundance, our financial abundance, right? And that was like in my mind. And I'd spoken to a friend who I've got to tell you, this friend is someone who has gone out and just done everything he felt guided to do. And then here it was, he lost everything last year. And you have to think, okay, when somebody loses everything in the material sense or in the financial sense, and it looks like he's reducing, or is having to find means and ways to live so that he can live from his soul's purpose, you have to think, what is wrong with this picture? And this is not just my friend. This applies to me. This applies to so many other people I know that have been obedient, that have taken the step, but that materiality has not caught up yet with doing the stuff that is soul purposed, right? Now, this might be a sensitive topic, and I apologize that if that is the case, but it's just something that a lot of people that are doing the evolution and transformation process are wondering about, right? Um, Without going into too much information, I've had some experiences last year that any kind of security and stability that I might have had was just, it was eroded. That was the word. It was eroded, right? And so I was feeling quite miffed and kind of dissatisfied because this was all going through my mind. And then the goddesses spoke. Number 42, let's go to the first goddess, Aizan. Right. Now, I just want to remind you that the suits in this deck, we've got how many suits within the card? The suits of the deck as they made up of the ancestors, which is 5 cards, the conjurers, which is another 5. Then we've got 5 warriors, we've got 5 lovers, and 5 griots, sorry, 5 queens, 5 high priestesses. And then there are 2 cards that come into the threshold guardians, and 7 cards that are the shadows, right? And these cards, so that's why when I tell you what, so they are divided into suits or into temples. And when I tell you what the temple is, then you'll know what category what suit this card falls under. Right, so 42, Aizan or Aizan, and it's miracles written there. And she sits with, I'm holding the card in my hand, she sits with palm leaves in her hands. She sits with jewelry. It looks like she's got jewelry in the other palm. Beautiful colors. They look like gold, and she's got a glove, I think. Or it's either a pocket or it's her. I can't quite see this very well. I think it's a pocket that's got all this jewelry hanging out of it. And she sits there with fruit at her feet, flowers. She's got all this beautiful headgear, which suggests that she is quite prominent. And behind her, the chair she sits on looks like a throne of gold. And if you look at the pillars next to her, they seem to have these gold. Oh, that's interesting. They look like the singing bowl, by the way. And they've got water overflowing from them. Right, Aizan, let's read what she's all about. And yes, they're supposed to be all 3 together. The message was 3 together. I did ask that question, and this is what I've got, right? Okay. Aizan is the goddess of miracles. Her origin is Haiti. The temple that she belongs to is the high priestess, and the element is bush. Okay. Mambo priestess, Aizan, is the wise Haitian Iwa deity, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiations. Respect her as the highly venerated spirit of the high priestess. I beg your pardon, I'll say that again. Respect her as the highly venerated spirit of the first priestess. Aizan's guidance. You are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe? All things are possible. Dare to dream bigger. The embodiment of Aizan is, you claim you want miracles, but you take an I believe it when I see it approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. Can't make this stuff up, right? Especially given what I was saying to you earlier about my thought patterns. Today's goddess declaration is, my life is full of miracles. Oh, Oh, ho, 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 mahiha, ho, ho, folene. My life is full of miracles. Yemala koto malakita maletetete. My life is full of miracles. My life is full of miracles. My life is full of miracles. Yes, maybe if we say it enough, we will believe it. Maybe if we say it enough, it will become our reality. Yeah, okay. Right, my life is full of miracles. My life is full of miracles. Your life is full of miracles. Does it sound like I'm going a little bit cuckoo? Perhaps I am. Okay. Right, so there you go. That's Aizan. The next one is this card number 13. And look at this person. Oya, the storms. And let's read about Oya. And I thought, how could these all be matched? But you'll see at the end. Oya, goddess of storms, originally from Yoruba or Nigeria. Right. Okay. The element for Oya is water. Wielding her powerful sword of truth, Oya is the Yoruba goddess of storms, wind, and lightning. Storms bring shift. I'll read again. Storms bring shift, rapid and uncontrollable change, and at times chaos. Oya's guidance, the winds of change, are in motion. Into every life a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly. At other times, change is swift. The embodiment of Oya. What would you like to change? If you are not actively changing it, you are choosing it, OMG. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people and life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayals, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self-harm. Feel your feelings. Honor your journey. Tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. Wow, friends. I don't know what I can say about that. The goddess declaration is, I make shift happen. 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 Right. Wow. Wow, friends. It's just interesting, right? With everything that we were saying. I know I don't like to hear I'm the reason why I'm not moving forward. I don't like to hear that. I'm just going to be upfront and say that. I'm going to say that to you. I'm going to say that to my guidance system. And I'm just going to say, hey, just stop it. Stop telling me I'm the reason, because I don't want to know that. That's a reality I don't really care to know about. And the reason for that reality being something I don't really care about, I've worked so much on shifting and changing my world. And if anyone has worked on it, I have. I've done a lot. And I know that many of you have too. And then we get told that. And now we want them to help us learn how to shift that, right? How to shift the mentality, how to have the quickest, easiest way to move ourselves into a space where we stop being that reason for why we're not propelled forward, for why change is not happening in our world, okay? So, feels frustrating. And I'm sorry if I'm bringing that energy in, but that's not what the intention is with us. The intention with this is that we are going to shift this thing that holds us back. we are going to clear it. And if it's karma, we're going to say, well, this is a karma. I'm settling and saying, no, I don't need to carry on with it. I'm actually just going to move forward in my life and say, well, you know what? I've suffered enough for it. I've paid my dues and I'm moving on. That's what we want to say with that. Yeah? Okay, let's go back and look at the other goddess. The other one is 41. And this is INkosazana. INkosazana. And she is celestial alignment. Hey. I love how we started. I love the middle. And I love what we're going to be concluding with. How the first goddess has come about. The middle one has come about. And then now we've got the next one. INkosazana, number 41. And that's a 5. So we've got 5, 4, 6 or 6, 5, 4. 6, no, I beg your pardon, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, and that's, if you add it all up, that is a number, the numerology, if you add all the numbers up, so you've got 42, which is a 6, 4, which is a 4, I beg your pardon, 13, which is a 4, and then 41, which gives us 5, right? In numerology, we bring it down to the last number. If you add up 6 plus 4, it's 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. And 15 gives you a number 6, a very good number. A nurturing nature. Life path number 6 are the nurturers, okay? So, if you want to know more about your life path number, go and check it out on Google. Check it out. I've been using the reference of Glynis Has Your Number by Glynis McCants, and I've read that out a couple of weeks ago, I think. Right. Let's look at this goddess INkosazana. Right, INkosazana, goddess of celestial alignment. It's a Zulu. It's of Zulu origin. The language is Zulu, and the country is South Africa. The temple is the high priestesses, and the element is water. INkosazana is the healer of healers. Oh, wow. And the teacher of teachers, whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. She dwells in foamy waters, but is known as the heavenly princess. As above, so below is celestial alignment. INkosazana's guidance is this: your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. That's an African goddess telling you like it is. Embodiment of INkosazana. How do you feel? How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of the goddess. The goddess's declaration is, I am always being guided in the right direction. I am always being guided in the right direction. I am always being guided in the right direction. I am always being guided in the right direction. I am always being guided in the right direction. How do you feel, friends? Knowing you are always being guided in the right direction, even if it feels like I've been following my guidance, but wow, I am not seeing. I'm following my guidance, but the fruition of the fruits is not prevalent, is not evident. Zebakototsa. Let's look at the declarations again. Let's look at the declarations again. Started with 40, 42. Because I think the declarations might be the ones that are going. Or maybe it goes the other way, not sure. Let's see. Let's do INkosazana first. I am always being guided in the right direction. I am always being guided in the right direction. I am always being guided in the right direction. Okay, okay. Kia salama kishufaranahai. Aizan, my life is full of miracles. 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 And, oh yeah, I make shift happen. I make shift happen. I am a shifter. I shift things. I make shift happen. I make shift happen. Kolomalel lelamo jalamahiko atseaem. Sielama chukolamahai. Gets upon a tseklamatoko nexlelelo telelele. Let's get our position right now. We're gonna have our feet planted firmly on the ground, flat, flat, flat. Sklomakatafarana hetsakolomahito. Hira babalo salama jelene lokutamalahe. Kolomeshe kafle, kolomashe lopla semelekato. Right, in the last week, Archangel Sandalphon has come to work with me. I'm not sure if I did this online, and so if I did, please forgive me, but for those who haven't seen it before or heard it before, I'm going to say this. I was invoking the help of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael always works with me. He's been working with me since I can remember, since I was a child. Even before I knew there was an Archangel Michael, I had Archangel Michael with me. And then Archangel Metatron has come into my space in the last 10 years, and it makes sense because Archangel Metatron is here to take us through the transformation process. Ascension is connected with Ascension offline kita. And so when I was doing an invocation with them, they said to me, another Archangel is coming in to work with me. And I was like, okay, who was it? And there was Archangel Sandalphon. I probably said this because we had Archangel Sandalphon in one of last week's invocations of the light language, right? Okay, yes, sorry, I have said it. I realize now, so apologies. So Archangel Sandalphon is here and grounding us in. As we're grounding in, and we are feeling those roots grow out of our feet into the Earth Star Chakra, into the Earth Star Chakra. Right, here as we are feeling those roots go into the earth, please let's breathe. The breath I've taken is through my nose. I took a breath in through my nose, pushed it all the way down to the belly, brought it up, and I breathed out through my mouth, and I breathed out all the air, and I paused as that air was completely out of my body, and I counted mine 1 to 4. Let's do it again. For whatever reason, I'm struggling to say the word breath. Breathed out. I 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 breathed out. Yes, of course, this word I use all the time. The prana, the breath. Let's take it in. All right. So we're gonna do 3 of these breaths. All right, and we'll just start 1, 2, 3, and we'll just do them at our pace. Right. So I'm gonna start 1, 2, 3. Breathing in through the nose. So, take a few moments to come back to the space. Kirana to Farana, okay? With ourselves still grounded, we're now going to receive the light language. What are we invoking here? We're invoking miracles into our lives. The storms that are there, we are asking for us to learn what we need to now. We've had storms, they've come, and for them to dissipate into the distance, because now we are ready to receive what it is that we need to receive to navigate our lives forward. What we're asking for in the storms that we've been going through is that miracles will come in, and that we will have ease and comfort, that we will navigate now going forward any of the storms with ease and comfort. That things like financial abundance, where the next rent payment's going to come from, and this is for all of us, okay? And I'm not telling you that that's my issue, because it's not, but I'm saying we're going deep in this, and we're going to say, okay, right now I want you to think about those things that, sorry, I'm not going to say I want you, because it sounds very bossy. Right now, I'd like you to think about those things that you are thinking, how am I going to pay that? Or I've got that doctor's bill, or I need to go to the doctor, but how do I pay that, for example? If you're a light worker and you're going through all of those things, I just want you to think about those things that's coming through uppermost in your mind, in your storm. What is the storm? You're navigating that storm at the moment, because as much as you're doing all your meditation and your mindfulness practice, and you're doing your light work, and you're standing and holding space, a lot of us are no longer working in the third dimensional space. A lot of us have had to leave it. A lot of us have been pushed out of the third dimension. We've had no choice. Okay, so right now, how are we navigating the material world, and how are we doing that, right? And for me, why I bring that, as you know, I've been saying this all the time. The material world is what I'm talking about, because that is what was making me feel quite like, oh, I'm slipping back into a negative mindset, or what, I didn't want to be in that space. I wanted to lift myself out of it, okay? And then I got the 3 cards. I didn't ask for these cards. They just came up right when I did the shuffle. So I would like you to bring uppermost to yourself what it is that you are navigating or needing to do, right? We're asking now for miracles to come into our space, and we're asking for celestial alignment. And when I talk about the celestial alignment, we make shifts, right? Shifts happen. We are shifting that energy. We are shifting the blindness. We are removing the blocks in all of this. Those financial abundance blocks, those abundance blocks, those manifestation blocks, those things that you think, oh no, I can't do that. It's not for me. It's for somebody else. All of those things. All those blocks that prevent us from living our best lives materially, financially, we are going to ask them. No, actually, we're going to kick them out. That's what I'm going to ask them. We're just saying, you're gone. All right. So, and we're bringing into our world miracles. We're bringing into our world things that we could have beyond the imagination, beyond the dreams we have, we're going to bring into our world. We are shifting, right? And this light language is going to invoke that. Shifting, bringing in the change, bringing in the miracles, everything coming in with ease and flow. Ease and flow, ease and comfort, comfort and ease, flow, easy. That mind is no longer going to be dominating what the manifestation is all about. What is dominating it is the fact that we are going to higher levels of what's going to bring in the manifestation. Now it's like this, we're saying what is for you cannot pass you by, right? What no one can take away from us what they did not give to us. Yeah, if they didn't give it to us, they can't take it away from us. That's important to remember. But also, we are saying what is for us, the universe is bringing it to us. Manifestation is going to come easily. All those things we've dreamt about, all of those things that are sitting in the vortex pent up, is now going to flow through. The dam is going to burst open, and all of that, those miracles are coming. We're going to be so blessed. Remember that when you get all these miracles happening in your world, you pay it forward. You don't have to pay it back to anybody. You pay it forward to anyone. If someone helped you, you pay it forward to somebody else who's going through that. Okay, and we move from that. Okay, let's do our invocation. Let's do our charging this all up with light language. Hele kutamale hey kulflana tile matutla ite kolama chicle kolama vleno kolama cielo e chela makafanete la kitufuko temele kitafalantola oh lava 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 luce kolama hielo Hela mahiro se me fe sote ka se feleshna falamotua eloai yakto to tatekla makitokolati tata flow che homen lese no mo kiss me lo photo tale kale kufla na se fole chele kola masi frieto amatete lapite kola mahaida o chela hela mahula raro la 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 Homa lelama homa wele fino tama Koma tsema kuara tselama kuchiana tichana la chilama Ho lama wa e wo ai wa ya ya Yela jika ba totala kilo dela na ja Ora ma ke falana tila Kolamasiva, Kitsamala, Semi Sumocha, Hetono. Akinamos Matsinamat Samane, Kuchama, Ikurumatsa, Pena, Katafana, Katama, Katafana, Kotonomas, Totofrana, Katafana, Kotuna Katamai. Kitsabaro Kutamana Henma, Stofrane. Kibatu, Tape Kasafanaho. Askorumatsema Kitan, Mochole Katana. Tolama tilama here gita tuayan tuam Kalaketamata timelelelelelelem Kilama kuku Kamare kuchikla Sulamata flekle to flale la veke sulla flakle flotlam Klamatu male lemet planena diknadera diknadora na bararo na veknotato Keskansko fanset se hirena Hirena borana Kale sheme latemate lotavata no kuranet sete Ikravona diktavana vekna bare leknanona mladenanonare Oh, ne ai makota him. Kesara makoto farana hikoto ma hechama koroma ketapana no chuma. Isara mokotoma friends. Kirama kutono, feet firmly planted on the ground. Hokarana korana karana makitola makorono ma itama hitsora. Take a deep breath again, kunoma kitsa. Kira kato. Chilana jibe. Ekuromana. And as you are finishing up your breathing, return to self. Konamai kisaro temeketona steta marocha. Kalato farana keta mokorona. Have a look at the goddesses one more time if you like, please. Korobaina vashi. Kinano ta metsenama tsoporanatia. Kochamahe. Karabokorama tamekara. Take charge, friends. Take charge. Kabaronate. So have you got your African goddess on? Doesn't matter what gender you identify with, but I want to say, put on your African goddess. Karamano kotana makitefene chukorahe. Sorry about the finger. It just came out, but kiba. The African goddesses are returning, as in into our space. They have been there all the time, but they just wanted to come to the forefront today. And basically, I thought that the messages were putting me in my place about how I was seeing my life and what I was doing. Victim mentality is not living a higher purposed life. And I have it. I can do it without thinking about it. I can make myself a victim easily. So here we are saying, put on. In Africa, we say, have you got any gumption? Get some gumption. Charge yourself up with the gumption. Shift. I make shift happen. Yeah, I make shift happen. So shift yourself. If anyone you shift is yourself. And it's not to say going out there and trying to get stuff that like you didn't do before, like in terms of work and all of that. You just put your foot down and say, right, now's the time. Bring it in. It's in. I'm no longer working for that. I have that. I have that. As above, so below. In heaven, my Father has many riches for me. Yep. And so, on earth, I have many riches because I have it in heaven and I have it here on earth. Karama, koroma, kitsa pranate. So it's all there in the vortex, in the higher realms. It's time to bring it down to earth. Yeah, karamatsa farana. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. I apologize if it was a little bit disjointed, but I'll catch you next time here on Light Language Messenger and the Great Awakening Generator. Keep reaching for the stars. Namaste. Bye-bye.